playoff run.
Oh, he's certainly a part of them getting here for sure. As Murray hits a huge three for Denver. Down to 4. Mitchell has Millsap on him. He'll pull a 3, and he hits a 3.
Throughout the illustrious history of the NBA, few moments have captivated fans across the globe like the 2020 first-round series between the Nuggets and the Jazz. This series saw multiple 50-point bombs, numerous clutch shots, and a battle between two superstars. Game 1 between the 3rd-seeded Nuggets and the 6th-seeded Jazz set the tone for the series. In a back-and-forth affair, the Nuggets took a double-digit lead early on, which Utah was constantly chipping away at. They were able to do this as in the second quarter, Mitchell at 17 points capped off with this driving layup to cut the lead to 7. For Denver, Murray and Jokic combined for 27 points in the first half as Utah didn't have an answer for their pick and roll. In the third quarter, the Jazz shot 54% from the field while the Nuggets only shot 40% from the field. As a result, the Jazz took a 5-point lead headed into the fourth quarter. With 20 Donovan Mitchell points in the fourth quarter, it appeared as if the Jazz were cruising as they led by 4 with a minute 40 remaining. That's when Jamal Murray turned into prime Steph Curry. He hit a big 3 to bring the Nuggets within 1 and a step-back 3 to tie it up. The next trip down, he proceeded to hit another step-back jumper to take the lead with a minute left. Mitchell then proceeded to tie the game with a jumper of his own. 4 made free throws from Jokic and Mitchell sent the game to overtime where the Nuggets proceeded to demolish Utah. Murray finished the game with 36 points and 9 assists while Jokic had 29 points and 10 rebounds. As great as those two were, the real headline was Donovan Mitchell. His 57 points are the second most in a playoff game in a losing effort. Just a side note, Murray ran into Mitchell after the game.
Out here being in the bubble? I gotta see this dude right after the game. He just dropped 57!
In games 2 and 3, the Jazz won both games by a combined 56 points. In these games, Murray struggled tremendously as he averaged 13 points on 38% from the field and 30% from 3. Jokic wasn't great either as he averaged 21.5 points and 6 assists on 47% shooting. The only other Nugget to cross 12 points in these two games was Michael Porter Jr., who scored an efficient 28 points in game 2. On the other hand, 7 Jazz players scored over 18 points. This includes a 25-point average from Mitchell, a 21.5 average from Gobert, and an 18.5 average from Clarkson. Game 4 was perceived as a must-win for Denver as if they lost, they would trail the series 3-1. This game saw 2 50 pieces from Murray and Mitchell in a battle for the ages. The game was close throughout as neither team could pull ahead. Heading into the fourth quarter, the Jazz were up by 8 points when Murray and Mitchell went off. In the fourth quarter alone, both players combined for 39 points and hit multiple clutch shots. With a minute 40 left, Jamal Murray hit a step-back 3 to cut the deficit to 1. That was then followed by a Mitchell layup to put the lead at 3. Mitchell wasn't done yet as he hit this 3 to put the Jazz up 4, a lead they would never relinquish. With the Jazz now taking a commanding 3-1 lead, many believed the series was over. When Game 5 started, it appeared as if Utah was going to run away with the series. The Jazz appeared to be the significantly better team throughout the first half. They were so good that their 9-point halftime lead seemed pretty underwhelming. In the first quarter, Jokic scored 21 points on perfect efficiency, capped off by this buzzer beater to close the quarter. To end the half, the Jazz continued their elite play while the Nuggets struggled to get anything going. The game appeared to be slipping away from Denver as for the most part in the third quarter, Utah maintained a double-digit lead until Jamal Murray happened. In the final 5 minutes of the third quarter, Murray scored 13 points with a beautiful layup to close the quarter, and he wasn't done. With 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, Murray hit this jumper to take the lead. He would then hit a 3 off a tip Jokic pass to put the Nuggets up 5. Another jumper put them up 7, and he ended his onslaught with a pull-up to put them up 9. After a Jokic dagger, the Nuggets saved their season and lived to see another game. Game 6 had a very similar start to Game 5 as Utah once again demonstrated their prolific offense as they took an early double-digit lead. This didn't last long as the Nuggets chipped away and cut it to 6 by the start of the second quarter. Denver would continue torching the Jazz behind 14 second quarter points from Jamal Murray. While the Nuggets continued firing on offense, Utah couldn't get anything going for the second straight game. That all changed in the third quarter as Mitchell would not let the Jazz go away as he hit big shot after big shot to bring them within 1. Unfortunately for him, Grant fired back with a layup and a 3 of his own to put Denver back up 6. It was from this point on when Murray and Mitchell just went back and forth. Anytime Mitchell would claw back to get the game in single digits, Murray had an answer.
Murray goes, shot clock at 3, another little shot clock to 7. Mitchell's got Grant on him. Mitchell, a little step back three. Murray, three-pointer is up, and it's good.
Lose, and that is turnovers, and they averaged 9.5 turnovers. When they get more than 9,
Denver stretching this out to a 14-point lead. Mitchell drive. Clarkson gives it up. Mitchell, that's a three-pointer, up and in. Mitchell and Murray is off the charts right now. Step back three on the way. Losing some clock here. Jokic finding Murray. Murray, does he got another one in him? Oh, you bet he does!
Murray and Mitchell went off again as Mitchell scored 44 points while Murray notched his second 50-point game in the series. All this culminated in the Nuggets hanging on to win by 12 points. This set the stage for Game 7. Till this point, Murray was averaging 34 points and 6.7 assists while Mitchell was averaging 38.7 points and 5.5 assists. In Game 7, Murray and Mitchell both struggled as Mitchell scored 22 on 41% from the field while Murray scored 17 points on 33% from the field. Right from the tip, the Nuggets controlled the game with an early double-digit lead that lasted for nearly the entirety of the first half. In the half, the Jazz managed just a 38.9 field goal percentage while the Nuggets shot 46.2% as they took a 50-36 halftime lead. The Nuggets were led by Jokic, Murray, and Michael Porter Jr. who combined for an efficient 36 points while the Jazz were led by 10 points from Clarkson. Despite an underwhelming first half, Utah turned it around in the third quarter. This time, it was Denver who couldn't get anything going as they only had 3 players score for a total of 15 points. On the other hand, Donovan Mitchell heated up as he scored 13 points on 45.5% from the field. Conley, Gobert, and Royce O'Neal added 11 more points, and with their well-rounded effort, the Jazz trimmed the lead to just 5. In the fourth quarter, Jokic dropped 8 points, but surprisingly, the best player on the floor was Gobert. Along with his 10 points around the rim, he grabbed 7 offensive rebounds. Due to his monster play and Denver not scoring for over 5 minutes, Utah managed to take a 68-65 lead. After some back and forth and the game tied at 74, Murray hit a pull-up jumper to take a 2-point lead. He then proceeded to hit a driving layup to put them up 4. The next play, Conley used a pick and threw a bounce pass to O'Neal who cut the lead to 2. After a stop, Conley drove by Murray and lobbed it to Gobert who finished with a slam on what was likely a foul. With the game tied, Jokic backed down Gobert in the post, pivoted, and put up a hook shot and drained it. On the next possession, Gary Harris back taps the ball from Mitchell and Denver recovered the ball. On the fast break, Torrey Craig blew a layup which led to this.
Murray! They missed the layup. Gobert got it. Mitchell hanging at the other end. 2 seconds to go for the win! And it rims out! Denver hangs on!
With that missed shot, the Nuggets held on and advanced while the Jazz were left in agony. Nevertheless, this playoff series should never be forgotten as it featured a 3-1 comeback, 2 players going at it, and multiple close finishes. What was your reaction while watching this series? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.